for example, Riverview County, nothing is going on. When we had GSC people go there, the superintendent, some other people sit Monrovia, they will not even attend that. And I don't know whether they bribe the people. When they come Monrovia, we want them to publish in the newspaper. You know, I like the newspaper. I don't hate your press people, but the truth of all the matter must be brought out. Riverview is not getting nothing when it comes to county development funding. Then you asking for $73 million. You understand? Can you fight defend the $100,000 that were allotted to
small money?
Small money. If you cannot defend small money, that big money. So we're not against that. But
go ahead.
They have to come out and explain to the citizen how they will use the money and the money that was previously allocated.
Okay, I don't know whether you've been listening to it. They say the money will be allocated per district, $1 million. The district people will identify the project and the executive will implement the project.
Well, this is what...
That is, no lawmaker will see the money or touch the money. That's what they've been saying.
But you don't know from the past that some lawmaker will read it. You the very people that wrote the newspaper, that some money for county development and in one representative or senator account. We've been hearing that. You know, you've been writing.
Yeah, I know.
That some county development fund end up in some representative or senator account. How? While we are saying we want the money, we are anxious. Let me tell you, Mamadi, I was born in a village of 3 houses. You understand? I left for road and car to drive me in that village.
Okay.
But
has that place developed?
No, not yet. That's what I'm saying.
Now, what they want to put $1 million for that place so they can develop?
No, who you going to give the money to manage the money?
The executive will
where the executive should gather and dismiss all corrupt superintendents. They must be audited before they do anything with that money that we really want them to pass the bill. They have to call those various superintendents to give account. Look, the taxpayer money. We are poor people. You can't take taxpayer money. They pay you, then you stay in Montreal 7 months. Our superintendent stay in Montreal 7 months. I have called the attention of the Minister of Internal Affairs that for that time he should not be paid.
And he's speaking
on ground.
No contesting.
On ground. Right, thank you. And he's speaking of contesting. Me and in Montreal. He can't go to River G say he contested. No.
But River G will contest.
River G. So he must go 7 months was down here. GSC sent people for audit. He did not go there. And I don't want him to think that he big past government. You understand? So we are saying that the money that the legislator asking for, they have to fight, go from place to place and explain to us money that was allocated.
All right, you talk about that
before.
Okay, we understand your position on that one. Number two.
Number two, I want this legislator to come forward and start probing important things that are happening in the country.
Investigating.
Investigating.
Okay.
One that I just saw in last week is the $200 million for PRO.
Yeah.
PRO. That needs a thorough investigation.
Okay, they set up a committee already to investigate that.
Thorough, and we must be informed.
Okay.
For that money, I want to thank Buffett Chamber, who spoke on it. And I think other honest legislators got to join with the private people. Okay. So if the committee is set up, we have to find out. Okay. Number two, they sat down there.
Number three.
When the Ellen program business started, the former managing director of the airport, RIA, and her boyfriend, Mary Johnson, George, in the United States. When it started, I was really anxious. I was against, man, I'm crying. I was against her seriously. Now, you see, imagine when you look at the matter, but when she started revealing some secret recording and so on, I became very interested. She needs to be given chance to go and prove all, because all of the things hiding from us, she started exposing them. Are you understanding me? So she will be given chance to get her day.
So she will go to court, what you mean?
Yes, she will go to court.
Okay.
But before going to court, she spread papers around. That this was what happened. Some of the things that we don't used to know about. We got to know about it now. If you take the former director of police and gave him contract for securities, services around here, he didn't do it at all. They gave money. That one.
No, she didn't. She didn't say that though. She was talking about an investigation, airport security investigation that was given to former and police director.
Yeah, but have you investigated too that money that was given, the work is done?
Yes,
it was done.
Yeah, the work was done. The report was done. Was given. And in fact, the Minister of Transport, the former Minister of Transport, said that was one of the best pieces he ever received.
That's not true. Let me go before I lost my track.
Okay. I want to, when you say, let me say the one also, so that the poor listening can be, Yeah.
Number 2, 3, 4, one of the two.
Okay.
The legislature are still on there. Are still on their back.
Yeah. That they play you.
Yes. and I go again.
And they play. They refuse to pull you back there.
No. That one there between me and Robaji people. Go to my house. You'll see how many people coming from me. Every Robaji citizen, go to the capital, go around Muscle Right.
All the good thing you do for Robaji people, still they say they don't want you.
All right, well, that's fine. If they don't want me, you will know at the end of this exercise.
Okay. Because you promised them money, you didn't give it to them.
I really wanted to know your name, so I will call your name on this radio and let people know your name.
So
I will not give them 1 cent. Those that will live in Monrovia, say I will give them one. I will not give it to them.
You promised them.
I will not give it to them. I told you I was going to give it to Monrovia people, especially so when the superintendent and things are there. Well, I don't want to look. You ask if you don't ask me a good question, I will answer you. You know when you want to ask. If you are paid agent to come talk to me here, then you will leave the room.
Don't mind.
Yeah. Serious. You must listen to. He's listening. I said that I will not get any refugee citizen living down here who even don't know the road leading to their own village to come and entertain them. I will not do. And I got that reason. I will tell you I will not change it. And I think people who are honest today, what is going on? Government get $200,000, $300,000. Let me just tell you. The Putu range, the money that government say, well, you have boundary with refugee people with the entitled to $200,000. Where is the money? We can't get. So when this thing are happening, will you be fair enough to take money and give it to one superintendent? For our superintendent, I will not give you a dime.
Okay.
And he must know. When you
But so the way things happen in the country now, you happy with the way things going generally with the young people, the government, everything?
No, that is what unemployment. The decent work bill, our chairman of the Senate Committee on Labor when I left. The proposition made for the decent bill, my recommendation, all I left, is still hanging in the corridor.
But why you didn't pass it?
When I come here, we got time.
Okay. But you spent all that time there, you didn't pass it, you were chairman?
How many times do I speak? Well, it was a time when it is.
Hello, welcome, Honorable Francis Dopoh.
With pleasure.
Okay.
Let me,
so just
for the record. For the record, let me just do a little video in my car. As you know, we are running after our opening of the section on Monday.
Yeah.
Am I there?
Yeah.
And we have a series of net conversation. As you know, legislators at night. Yeah, so I was prepared for another meeting, but then I cannot turn down my. I don't know why you see me. I'm in my car.
Yeah, we can see you. It's good. We can see you. It's good now. Yes, very clear.
But I could not turn down your request, especially Georgia County and young men who have aspired over time. I appreciate.
Okay.
So,
thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much. I know that you are very busy, and like you told me that you're in a very tense meeting as I speak to you, but you needed to find time just to make some clarity. We are very happy that you were able to accept our invitation very, on a short notice. Jabo, welcome.
Yeah. What? Thank you, Ralph. Thank you.
Okay, so quickly we were able to squeeze in on our Representative Francis Dopoh. I This morning I sent your invitation to appear on the show to give us an update on the working of the Rewardee Legislative Caucus. In having to be the chairperson of the Rewardee Legislative Caucus, also coming from the background of the students and youth community, former student leaders, I and one of the youngest representatives from River G County within our generation. We thought it necessary to host you on the show today to give us an update on the working of the caucus. So this program is intended just for a simple clarity that we need to know about the preparation of the River G sport team. We have learned that River G will be playing Sunday. They will be playing against Sino Kante in the preliminary round, and the team will be traveling to Springville to have a game. So we want to accept from our leader. What is the preparation? How is the Coco working with the team? And what are some of the challenges? And how do we intend as a county to deal with some of those things? Because we want to help our citizens, but we want to know what is the position of our leaders too. Then we can join. So welcome, Honorable. I Honorable Dopoh. Before you come in, the youth expo coordinator was on the show yesterday, and he made some comments about the caucus not showing any sign of interest to supporting the Rewardee team. This is what really prompted the invitation to you to give us some clarity on this issue. So we would like to hear from you what is in the making. Thank you.
Okay, so Ralph, is that Jabo?
Yeah, Jokbo.
Okay, so we pleasure,
I,
we pleasure.
anyway, Honorable, you can't remember the face again. You can't know me again.
Les
So
mains à your clatin, man. Les mains font clatin. Il y a une
no, no,
Amérique.
no. I just wanted to say before he come in.
Yeah,
But
well, let's go to the issue. We'll come to that later.
I used to be with Otavius Wilson, Diana Johnson, all the men I said to be good. Even after the election, when you went to Moko place, they were all there together. I tell my big brother, we all used to be together. But probably, but then I left. But now we're standing there, move to the real issues. I thought there's no way. Maklata man also.
We pleasure. And obviously, as you will know, when it comes to soccer, when it comes to sporting activities, I am very supportive.
Definitely.
More with me.
Okay, someone background is like someone is playing with you at the background. Please, you can get mute.
I'm the one. I mean, but
Yes. Yeah, Honorable Dopo.
So I can proceed.
Yes, you can proceed, sir. You are protected.
Okay, so let me say thanks for the opportunity. And like we say, given my background, obviously, as I speak now, I'm the chairperson of the Bourgeois and Simple Sport Association of 14 old timer teams from Bourgeois Island to Simple Bay Afar Po River, where I chair and also a member of the Fishtown old timer team in River G County. And I also initiating the academic project in River G County. That tells you my background in sport. And if you will follow my activities, I'm now the higher goal scorer for the old timer tournament, not Luna, but the Basosa. As a lover of sports, I always want to be around sporting activities. The evidence is there in the 2008-2009 county meet. I was there involved with the team, ensuring that the team qualified up to the final, where we lost to Bombing County in 2009 in the final game. After that, we have contributed and supported the county team at the time. My sister and friend Manafina Bono and others were on the steering committee, and we supported the team. We supported the team up to this in 2018. We worked with the team and took the team to Bombing County, where I hosted Refugee County team for 6 in my compound, both male and female team, and then take it into bombing, where we single-handedly, along with the intervention of other county men who came and supported the team. When it came to hosting the team, I was there. Unfortunately for me, in 2000, I would say in 2019 and 20, I could not be with the team because I had in December my vehicle was involved with a tragic accident where I lost 5 persons from the county, including my sister Esther Wa. So I had to be burying people up to the end of the year. But all of that, the caucus have been supportive of the county team. Individual members have been supportive to the extent that we have always encouraged the county leadership to ensuring that indeed we have a better steering committee, a committee that is cut across. Am I online?
Yes, you are there. Yeah, yeah.
A committee that is cut across, ensuring that the county is successful. You know, sport is people always say football is a basic. However, when you prepare yourself, you still do better. But then it doesn't mean that you can win. But when favor comes your way, and you can make the mark. So we are being with the team. What we have done, I remember one of our last meetings in the office of Senator Witte, we met with the superintendent of the county, and the caucus have said that we needed to have a report. I'm getting an echo background anyway. But am I
Yeah.
clear?
Yes, you are clear. Just go on. Yeah. Just
So we agree in our caucus meeting that we receive a report from the county regarding the last county meet as a way, and also we encourage the superintendent that the formation of the steering committee should cut across. We should have people center, individuals to steer the committee, and that the people themselves to do some form of vetting, whether from the diaspora, whether from Morovia, whether from the county. At least it must be a committee that the people themselves can fit into. Unfortunately for us, the superintendent constituted a committee in November, and when as a caucus chairman, when I called the superintendent, he told us that it was an executive function. Okay, it was not the prerogative of the legislature in that matter. Now, there is our fear. Should we commit the caucus to the county team activity and there can be no accountability? Then tomorrow, those who contribute to the process will be asking us as caucus, what is our level of oversight? Okay?
exactly. Yeah.
So we cannot be involved as a caucus and we have no oversight, and the people themselves have no say as to the steering committee. However, as individual, it does not stop us from contributing. But again, we as a caucus, and I maintain that, and the caucus maintain that, cannot get involved with a process that does not have a cross-cutting representation, that is not fiscally disciplined, and there can be no accountability in the process. For the love of sport, we can contribute individually. But if we commit ourselves as a caucus and we don't know how the formation is led, and there's no accountability, we will be in trouble. And as a young person who's a lover of sport, at the same time, with that mentality of fiscal discipline and accountability, I cannot, along with my colleagues, we will not commit the caucus and the county funding to the team without accountability. And it's our position. We will be criticized for that, but it's for the good of the county. For the last 3 years, Ralph, you can check the record. Have you received a report from funding that have been donated to the county? Let me say, for example, in Sino, 2 years ago, I was there. Other members were there. They all contributed. There have been no report. Okay? There have been no report. So, do you want the caucus to be involved with that? I'll say no, and we say no. What we can do is that we will contribute. If the superintendent will be bold enough to tell us that the county activities in terms of sport is an executive function, then let the executive function take charge. We as individuals who love sport can contribute. Is that the way to go? That's not the way to go. So we are not saying that, in fact, there is no evidence that the superintendent has written the caucus regarding this coming county meeting. There is no evidence that the committee has written the caucus regarding this county meeting. But we have always said that when people put the money somewhere, there should be leadership, responsible leadership, trustworthy leadership, because football is an issue of morale. It's an issue of, we call it, we say, identity. So that's the issue. We have not said an individual will not contribute. Others are contributing. So now, Ralph and others, when you contribute your money now, what is the way accountability there? Okay, just recently, the Ministry of Finance have said to the Ministry of Youth and Sport that we had a report on the money they had given the last county meeting, that one of the reasons why the county meeting was postponed. It was postponed because of accountability. What about us who gave our donation to the county? The last county meeting that I took the team to bombing. Okay, I don't want to be boasting about that, but I spent $900 every trip to Bombay County from Broadway, excluding hosting the team, but to transport the team back and forth. Other county officials, we said they all get money to the county team. Where is the accountability? You just jump one money, you form a committee, and the committee cannot give report, and you say, as caucus, we must give you a support by phone call, not by documentation. Look, what I'll be real here. People should not use sport. Sport is an all-out activity. Just recently in FIFA, people were being caught for corruption because of lack of accountability. So should we say, because of love for sport, this caucus must just commit the country resources to that? We have said no, we can't do that. But as individual, we love the sport. We can give our funding individually. As a caucus, once we don't have a clear cut, people-centered leadership, no line of responsibility and accountability, I can tell you we can be criticized, but I just think it's unfortunate for us to be involved with that. And that's the cost of our.
Well, thanks so much, Dopoh, for this clarity. Would you like to ask you a few questions? Then you can make your concluding statement. I was there. The county league is always December, beginning from December every year to the next year. So, according to you, there have been no report for some time now. The superintendent was asked, the leadership was asked to make a report, and then they didn't give the report. So as a lawmaker, you have oversight responsibility. Even though the sporting is executive function, but you represent the people in Rewoji, and you have legislative oversight responsibility to holding executive appointees, for them to give accountability. So what have been your oversight responsibility for the past 2 to 3 years in making sure that there's a report?
So the oversight have been give or a report. The oversight have been set up a committee far before the beginning of the county meet, so that we have a committee that is people-centered, that the people themselves can make a decision. That which the superintendent refuse and decide to select the way he have to select and call it executive function. That does not stop us for ensuring that we fight for a level of accountability that we want. But to begin with accountability, when you realize that those who should account to you are not accounting to you, then you don't want to commit the county to that process. And that's the first step. You cannot be putting county resources somewhere. The last time in 2017, before we came in, there were almost 30,000 that were used for the county meeting. Okay. So, but because of the same reason, all the law for the county, law for the team, we all been coming around and supporting. But we have over time raised the issue. Like I said, months ago, if I the last time we had our meeting was not even in 2020. Okay, I think it was like 2019. Okay, when we raised the issue in the wizard office. Okay, that we should have report. Now it was we also advised that the county stakeholder should have some say into the selection of the steering committee and should be cross-cutting and represent the entire county. I mean, we got 10 administrative districts. We got people in the diaspora. They almost have a say. Okay? This superintendent said it was not our prerogative. So if it's not our prerogative and we get involved today and commit the county resources, will you not ask for about reporting? So what you asking the oversight? So we said no. Individually, we can support. We love support. So we are. It's not because we say we're not going to move further. We're going to move further to demand accountability by our oversight. But again, it always says that you must be able to stop the process and correct it. If we get the money now, over 3 years, no report. How do we as county caucus, how do you as supporter who giving your money? Let me just say thanks to those who are giving contribution, including the recent contribution, $10,000. But with a clear cut structure, can we commit the caucus and the county resources? Yeah, can we do that? It's difficult.
Okay, with Dopoh, thanks for that. The issue of report is being clear that for the past 2 years or 3 years, the county team or the local leadership have not been able to make a report. We know that report is very important. This is public money. It has to be accounted for, and even individual contribution have to be accounted for. And if we want to see Reward G to be to a level that we want to see it, we have to consider that legality matter, and every step that has to do with the proper management of our resources has to be considered. It's not sympathy. It's not. We know that is something that's going to benefit our country, but we also need to ensure that resources are protected, and that will be the rule of engagement in the new Reward G that we want to build. So we want to commend you for that. The issue of accountability. No one told us about it. We will try to make a further investigation on this issue to know whether there was no report made or there was a report made, as you just said. The second thing the second priority will have to do with the setting of the steering committee. You talk about the court were not consulted and there was no. So how normally the steering committee, and to say this, yesterday we hosted a staff from representative Arizona Port Office who told us that the steering committees is being constituted by politicians, people who are fully involved in politics. So it's a political establishment. So do you satisfy with the steering committee? Have you ever spoken with the steering committee, and do you know those that are heading the steering committee?
Well, to be frank, I know those who are on the steering committee because I work with them. Like I said, I hosted the county team for 60 days. Similar individuals are there, but the constitution of the committee were not involved. The county of citizens were not involved. Those who contribute did not even have the time to vet them. We are advanced over time. County mean have become is a norm of this country. So you have to plan in advance. Not because youth and school give you money and then you collect people money around. No, It should be a kind of committee that people know are comfortable with. Most of the members of the committee were people who were involved into the electionary process. Do you think CAC will be comfortable with them? Do you think so? If you are being conflicted into processes? Obviously, no. So we are saying that we need to have that. And I have called the superintendent and he told me, and I think he admitted on many media that indeed it is not, it is an executive function. But sport is not only executive. Even at the legislature, we appropriate money for county me. So at the county level, for us to commit and to allow our citizens to donate with accountability, we can stand for that. Okay, like I
Okay, I think it is a network. It is a network. I think it will come out again. It is a network. So there's a situation that we are faced with. There's a situation. The chairman is making emphasis on accountability, on transparency. That the leadership have not been able to make any report since for the past 3 years. Involving in this county. I can remember that 2017, the county allocated around 20,000 United States dollars to the county, and up to now, there's no report. And they are talking about report, and we think report is important. But we think that the county, the leadership too, the COCO had a role to play. They have to bring the executive to accountability, making sure that these things are done on time. For 3 years, you have not shown anything that show that you are being so trusted on the leadership in making sure that they make a report. So he is just saying it, and this time around is reward issue, even though there was no report, but we will still demand for report to come. But what we need to do now as a county is to support the team first, make sure that the team qualify, and then after the process, we can do a holistic report beginning from 2017 up to now. We can make a report and we can make it, we can ask for a report. But right now, we cannot ask for a report now because to where we are now, we have game Sunday, just day after tomorrow, we have a game. And the team is stranded, no money to go to sign up. So how do we handle this situation currently? So we have to focus more on the problem that we are facing now, see how we can solve the problem, and then the other problem that has to do with making report and people not consulting you before setting all the steering committee of the stuff, we can deal with it later. But right now, there's an emergency and we need a help. So what we want to say here tonight is to appeal to the caucus. Yes, you were not consulted, you were disrespected, you were not informed, you were not given any notice of the county lead. Yes, it's true, but it's Rewaji County. The county is bigger than anyone. So we can do this for our county because this county lead is so important and will also help to unify our county. So I think it's just our appeal. If Honorable Dopoh will come back on, we would just like to appeal to him to reconsider his decision, to making sure that we participate in the county league because the team really needs support. The team really needs support. Jobo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Rob. I'm here. Just I facing problem with my video not displaying. I know what my phone just you getting me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, I hear you, but I'm not seeing you. My video just giving problem. But Rob, you have said it all. Everything you said just now is very, very good. But then let's look at another thing with that. Rob, would you realize that?
Just hold on small. Just hold on small. On Dopoh, just join us again. Let's see. Are you there on Dopoh?
Yes. So just conclude.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All human, okay, and we are lover of sport.
Yeah.
Rob, can you bring on Dopoh live because we have not seen him?
I think you have problem with video, so we just have to manage that.
Yeah, there's a problem tonight. We are in Liberia. Yeah.
He had problem with video, so we just on what Dopoh continue. I think your video have problem, but no, it's good. Just go on. We can hear you very loud and clear. Hello? Hello? Hello?
I think he's off the line, Ralph. I think Dopoh is off the line.
Okay.
Yeah. We invite him to join us.
We
Yeah,
hope
he might
to
join.
we hope to so you were
Might say
saying
has
something.
similar situation tonight. Tonight, he might say has similar situation tonight in Grange.
Yeah, we
So
seen
so so
we seen the do.
yeah, so it's an issue. This morning I placed a call. I placed a call this morning to the superintendent to ascertain for him about what's going on, and he explained to me that there's no the steering committee is not political. Those that were appointed, they were people that were vetted, that had the qualification and have the expertise to do the job. That's what the superintendent explained to me. So what Dopoh is saying to now that the COCO will not serve any notice about the county lead, we think that it was wrong on the part of the leadership. They needed to write an official letter to the caucus, informing them of the county lead, and find a way that they could sit together and find the way to raise resources for the team. And also the issue of accountability needed to come in. But as it stands now, we are already in the river. We cannot. We have to do all we can to support our team, and we want to say thanks to this other our citizens, those in the diaspora that were able to make contribution today, and those that are still making contribution, and those are about to make their contribution to the team. Your $1, $2 is highly appreciated. This is a lot for the county, and we hope that the team will come up with victory in this particular county league. We will also make sure that there will be accountability. There will be a report that will have that after the county leaders will be a report, comprehensive report, to give up how money donated was spent. So we will
Ralph.
not leave this. We will also invite the county steering committee here to come to explain to us some of these challenges and how we intend to do. So we hope to have Dopoh back on the show. We think he is finding it difficult because of network, but we hope to have him back again.
Why
You
is
can chat with him.
Hello, Ralph?
Yes, coming.
Yeah, Brooks from
So who coming in? Is that me or somebody else coming in, right?
No one. We are waiting on Dopoh. He probably might reconnect again because of network.
No, I'm talking about his speech now because I asked him to say, and the other person online I'm not seeing. They want to say something to. So who you calling in?
It's Bruce.
It's
yeah,
Bruce. It's me and
yeah,
Bruce.
what you do? You just call the person name.
It's Bruce.
Okay.
Bruce.
You can just say, "Oh, Bruce come in," then we'll know Bruce coming in. We say, "Oh, Jobo coming in." I don't know Jobo coming in. Yeah, it'll be good at that. Okay, brother Brooks.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And I do listen to Dopoh Kine. But Ralph, these are things that make people not to have the motivation to also do what they did yesterday. From his explanation, clearly tells us that there is some level of disunity and not being loyal to each other in terms of power struggling. Because if a lawmaker, someone who is elected, is asking an executive person for a report and cannot get a report within 3 to 2 years period, do you think that person will have the strength again to be able to give back? I'll say no to that. So if we want to have a better River County, our people have to be sincere to themselves and also to the public.
Exactly.
Why will you be given $1 and you cannot account for that? Why? It's very saddening. It is not about Dopoh alone. We have spoken with some of our brothers and sisters. They express the same situation, that they have been giving money in the past and there is no accountability. Why should you still continue even with that very committee that cannot give report? Why should you even continue with whosoever you call minister, I know Ministry of Youth and Sport coordinator, that cannot get report of money that have been given to that person?
Yeah.
So what we need to do is that it is not about sympathy. I do agree that we need victory, but let the rights be put to the rightful place. Because if we say we need victory, then of course our people have to know that they are accountable because they are representing us. They are representing us. So they must be able to get report. And I want to join your cause tonight that those who are following us, they should be able to put aside all of the issue of report, not report, and let go to the county meet. After the county meet, to cite them
Yeah,
so that they
sure.
can be able to be able
So
to get report. And there should be a recommendation that people who are responsible, let's start to give their cause right now to serve as a host,
yeah,
as a guest to this platform, to
yeah, I'm
explain to the
here.
public why they are not giving report. It's very saddening. It's very saddening. Thank you.
Right?
I think Rob is off.
Yeah. If Ralph come back, well, Brooks, you say you're in Zwaju, right?
I mean, Suajo.
Definitely. Maybe, yeah, we don't know each other, but from the platform, we can be communicating, know each other, definitely. But
Yeah.
whatever you said just now is in the on the right trajectory. But then, for me, okay, Ralph, say in and no problem. You can go ahead. Everything that Brother Brooke just said is not wrong. Everything is right. But for me, I got a little back on it.
Mm.
You know something, Ralph?
Yeah.
Let's be clear with each other. Everything that happen, even if it come to let's say a little sore on the body, if you get a little sore on the body, it doesn't get lashed in the first day, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It will start being small
Mm-hmm.
and it start growing. If you think it start growing, then it get big. The issue of accountability is very kind in the entire country. If and only if the county leadership, that is the superintendent, a lot of people. You see, I don't think I don't think I got problem with the executive thing. Executive it gets solve problem because what the president appoint another person, it began executive appointment. So that person
So
if you feel that the own loyalty to the president, the own loyalty to the representative of the caucus. So if the superintendent is saying that executive thing, he's speaking in a capacity of appointing the
so
president.
yeah, so Joe, what we're going to do is
Uh,
before you conclude, before you come in, let me just give you Honorable Dopoh just communicated with me. He
uh,
just text me to say that due to some connection problem, he will be able to end the show, but he appealed that we schedule him for tomorrow, that he will be fully involved tomorrow. He will come on again tomorrow to explain more and give us some of those things that we need to know about. So he just texted me. So probably that is we are not going to get him back again until tomorrow.
okay, sure.
But with the issue that have to do with the
The
county
same
team,
time, the same time.
sure.
Okay.
The issue that have to do with the county team is so important to us. We know that they are being alleged. It is alleged that there is no report. We also need to hear from the steering committee or hear from the superintendent to authenticate this information, whether there have been no report for the past 3 years. 2017, there were 20,000 allocated from the county development fund that was given to the team. to participate in the county league. So every dime that's been taken from the county development fund should be accounted for. Our people are suffering. Our people can use our money for different things. You can take the money and give it to our spoke team, and few people sit down, consume the money, and we don't have any report. We need report. The report will determine that yes, we are heading somewhere or not. So, secondly, the issue of poor planning. We know that the county league always come around in December every year. So we expected the leadership to have started planning, like from November, from October or from August to December. That is, the steering committee and everything should be settled even before December. And then, if we want to solicit funding from other citizens around the world, we can start to do that earlier, so that because people have their own personal problem to solve. You can't come out that you're going to sign to hold a game Sunday and you expect somebody who already don't have a plan already for different things. They should take their money and send it to you, even though they love the country, but it will be difficult. So you only have few people that will donate, but not everybody will donate. So it has to be done, ahead so that people can plan. So planning is very important. And it's one of the things that is been lacking in Rewaji. We don't have plan. We just sit down and make political decisions because we want people to see us, or we want for us to be favored at certain time, but we don't really love the country. So it's true that there was an error in the past. They didn't make a report, but how can we solve what is before us now? If the Kokwa will say that because the county leadership didn't make a report for the past county league, so they are not going to allocate, funding to help the county to go to the county league and succeed in the county league, then it's also a double blow to us. We lost the county league, we lost resources, and we are not going anywhere. So let us see now how we can first go to the county league. Let's put aside what happened. We'll still come back to it. We will still demand the local leadership to give a report. This will not be left undone. We'll make sure that there must be a report, and the couple need to stand strong. Because if the executive, if the superintendent or whoever refuses to give a report, the legislature have power. That's why they have the oversight responsibility. They can summon you, and they can even wreck the president and ask the president to take action against that particular executive appointee.
You bringing by executive appointment based on that. For me, I got issue with that. But just continue.
So it's a constitutional issue. It's not how we feel about it. The executive have a lot of power, and the legislature have a lot of power to do that. Unless those that didn't know their own responsibility, they would tell me that they cannot do that. But they know that they can do that. So, so what we need to do, Joe, before you come in, what we need to do now is we want to appeal to our citizens around the world. For those that are monitoring us, for those that are watching our live, we want to appeal to you that you help in whatever way you can. Rewaji cannot afford to drop from this country because we do not have money. We can contribute our $5, we can contribute our $10, we can contribute whatever we have to push our thing forward, to support our country. This is time that we stand with our country. This is time that we continue to work together so that our country can move forward. So we want to say thank you, and we have an interest. The superintendent also have shown me that by next week you will be appearing on the show to give all clear understanding and to make all clarity on some issues that we need to know about. Yeah, Joe, so you can come in and then we can take Clifford. Yeah, Clifford, okay. Welcome. You came late.
Okay, Ralph, yeah. If I may be correct, I think David yesterday we hosted. How they call him? Say Yipan, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Jerry Yipan, and he elaborated very, very well. For us, for me, we from the background of public administration. That's what I was doing. Though I didn't graduate, I in my senior year when I left, I came on the other side. But you see, planning is very good. Like he said everything. Yes, he said everything that time that the county itself need to organize themselves, set up committee before then. You see, county meet committee, education committee that he spoke of, all the things that he spoke of is very, very cardinal. You see, this time, let me not lie to you. I just asked somebody from back home, and I just say, oh, they should look around and ask in clarity anywhere they see they having Robert G. Jesse. Let, let them just tell me I'll pay for it and send it to me to print my name, everything on it. You see that if that committee was set up, or if the county have given account to the legislature, I mean to the caucus of whatever money I was spent before, it would have been a very, very easy thing for the county now. But you cannot tell me say, oh, you feel in last year we gave you 200 to go to school, and you didn't go to school. Then this year you want to give you another 200 to go to school again. It's not a good thing. So
Yeah.
and another thing I play in I got problem with is even is on a national scene besides the county that thing at a national level. The president appoint minister, the president appoint superintendent. Today, if the legislature for oversight, they found fault in one minister today, they call him for oversight and say, oh, we summon you, and he doesn't appear. He or she doesn't appear. It left with the preview of the president on whether you will remove that person or you keep them there. When the president appear, the legislature not get authority to remove them. It's saying the county superintendent.
So
The county superintendent are very clear as to
Jobo, let's just deal with the issue. Let's just deal with the issue of the team will come to the executive appointee discussion. But let's deal with how we can help the county, how we can help the team currently. I think that's more important. The issue of executive appointment, you are being a culture in Liberia where executive appointee do not respect legislator. You are being your culture. So we will come to we will discuss that. But let's talk about how we can build a help to the county currently as a citizen, as a group. How we can help the county to go to sign up. We have just tomorrow for the team to travel to sign up. Up to now, the team, we do not have the transportation to transport them. How do we raise the money? How do we get this money?
So Rav, as I was saying now, I bought a helmet. I want to make a contribution to the team. How do I make a contribution now? You part of the community?
Yeah, you can make a contribution now. Is welcoming. It's welcoming. If you want to, no, we have the youth and sport coordinator who was on the show yesterday. You can make the contribution now. I will send it. I will send it to you. They call him Anthony Setu. So I will send the number to you. I will send the number.
I've done Anthony Setu because you said yesterday you told our neighbor appearing on the show for which I made. How they call him say Soko.
Yeah.
Ruben Soko.
After Soko he appeared yesterday. After Soko.
Yeah. So we know them. We know what they've been saying. So anything I've been said before, we make contribution. Been saying we go make contribution.
So how can we solve the issue? The problem now. The question is, how can we solve the issue? We say that the team should withdraw from the county league because we don't have money, or because we don't trust them, or because there has been no accountability.
The first game is Sunday, right?
Yes.
Okay, the first game is Sunday, and I believe that the bishop you were supposed to disburse some amount to the various counties. So tomorrow, the county handle the first game on Sunday.
There's no money. There's no money. Youth and Sport are not giving money. They only gave 2,000 United States dollars to transport each player to sign up. To transport each player to sign up is 10,000 Liberian dollars. Go and come. It's 20,000, which is $100 US. Now you have 22 players on the soccer. Then the female team, other people you have in the same 22 players. You have staff. You have steering committee. So if you add all of these numbers, you will have about 30 to 35 persons that will be going to sign up. So even you need something around 10,000 United States dollars for that trip, 5,000 and 7,000, 8,000 minimum to transport them. They only have $2,000. So how possible it is? So we want to find a way to solve this. How can we solve it? Should we say that the country should withdraw from the county league because there's lack of support? there's no resources, or should we appeal to the caucus? Should the caucus see reason to raise some resources within so that the county, so that we can have a representation at the level of the county league? So that's a question.
Yeah, Ralph, I know the question. Everybody know the question. Everybody listening know the question. I think Clifford know the question he asking. Everybody responding to it. We all can answer the question as one way. We can make contribution. We prepare to make contribution to the county. I can get my horn out of the county. It will help me badly. I get 200 county. It will help me badly. But how do we make contribution? Like another thing. Say you say we can talk. Say you say I can communicate with you. You will communicate with the sport director. No problem. But what we should set clear, and we should make very clear is that as according to the chairperson of the caucus, what the caucus chairperson just said, that the county superintendent said it was an executive decision. It was not a good thing. So if we all say, okay, send an executive decision, that executive decision, take the team there and come back, it will not be a fair thing. So let's see what we can do and make our contribution. I can make a contribution to the county team, no problem. I can make a contribution. I will think about it from now to tomorrow. I can call you. We can chat tomorrow. I can tell you how much I'm gonna be able to give to the county team.
Okay, so thank Mr. Man, welcome for joining. Or you came late, but we Mr. Honorable Dopoh appear. He was with us not too long, but due to connection, he dropped, and he texted me and said that he won't be able to continue the show tonight because of internet connection. But he promised us to appear again tomorrow to give up more updates on the standing of the caucus with the county team. So he told us, he gave us an update. What he said was, there have been no report for almost 3 years since the county team have been participating in the county league. From 2017 up to now, there are always been allocation to the county team. But whenever the report is requested, the superintendent and other people will always refuse to give them report. And secondly, they were not consulted during the planning of the whole issue. They were not written officially. There was no communication served to the caucus chairperson informing them of the county league and requested them to play a role. The third issue that you raised was the issue of the steering committee, that there have been people appointed on the steering committee that politically active in the county, that are involved in political activities in the county. And he believed that the county steering committee should be people that are neutral, that have no strong political background, and it shouldn't be politically, so he also had problem with that. So he was saying that as a young man, he always want to he will always make sure to ensuring that accountability exists, and he cannot appropriate money that belong to the county to the football team, and at the end of the day, there's no report. Tomorrow he may be held responsible for that. So they try to correct that. So they don't even know the budget, how much is needed, because there have been no formal communication sent to them. The superintendent told them, they called the superintendent about this. The superintendent told them that the issue of the county league is an executive function, it's not a legislative function. So therefore, it is a superintendent, it is a responsibility of the superintendent to go about appointing the steering committee and doing all of the things that have to do with the county league. So there where we are. So he gave a he tried to give more clarity on the issue when he dropped the line due to the connection problem. So there where we are currently. So the question here now is, yes, it is being alleged that there have been no report. We cannot confirm that now. We will call the superintendent and other people to ask whether there have been no report for the past 3 years. And if yes, indeed, there have been no report, then we think that there's an error or there's a serious problem. The county need to make a report, the team need to make a report for whatever money that was given to them. But the question now is, how do we go about in this county league with our funding? The county will be playing Sunday. Today is Friday, and we have just tomorrow for the to be in Greenville. Now the team is stranded, no transportation to go. How do we raise the money? Mr. Omar, are you there?
Yeah, I'm getting wrapped. Thank you ever so much for. It is unfortunate I have been here sooner, but due to some circumstances that were beyond my control, I couldn't be on the show as soon because I want to go see a family person who was not okay. So there where I was. I just entered the house. But I think Representative Dopoh raised some cardinal points to me. He raised some cardinal points. He raised the issue of neutrality. The issue of neutrality, he raised it, and the issue of accountability, meaning that after the county leave, what are the reports that they can get from there in terms of how they spend the money and all of those things. And you see, Ralph, even the donors around the world, if donors give their money to any country or any entity, they expect to get a feedback, a result. Now, is the executive by means of the superintendent office that has the right to appoint the steering committee, all of those people then, granted. But remember that the money that we are using is our county money. And people who are over the county money as our regulator, they have what the oversight responsibility. So in a sense that if we take money from our county money and give it to the team, at the end of the day, we need some comprehensive report.
Yeah, you are correct. You are correct. Seriously. You have to know where the money go. How the money was used. Yeah.
The legislative caucus, by means of
They
the
are not
chairman,
wrong. They are not wrong for requesting for report. Yes, they are not wrong.
report. At the end of the day, during the caucus meeting, they will say, well, there's the money that will get a county team, and there's the report. We have it on file. Then next or next county or county league, then they want to give something. So I think in my own mind, for my own analysis, I think we have more to do. We have to do all that we can. You cannot just wait for 8 in the night. Maybe I will suggest to you that we do all that we can to have some show in the daytime so that we can make sure we have some key members on the show so that we see how bad we can raise this money to see how bad the team can be in sound as soon as possible. Other than that, I see ourselves going out of the county league.
Definitely, because this was sport. This thing requires physical, fitness. So if you transport someone looking at considering the barrel condition, like the team pick up tomorrow from Monrovia to sign up, probably they will have to reach Sunday morning. The game is Sunday. So they will not have a rest. When will they go for training? When will they take a rest before they can play the game? You see that? So like they are only traveling there for formality. Because they should have been inside by this time with every preparation, to host a game on Sunday. But up to this time, they are still in Monrovia. Even the contribution that people are making, it cannot help. So the couple need to reconsider their decision to finalize the team. Yeah.
Rob, let me do an inquiry. You said the team is in Monrovia or the team should be in the country by at the time. The team is in Monrovia?
The team is in Monrovia. The team
in Monrovia,
yeah, the team as I learned, the team is in Monrovia. Yeah.
Anyway, the country team should be in Monrovia by now. When they play playing Sando, I thought the team should be picking up from the country.
So we will have to make an inquiry on that. But the US
yes.
yesterday.
So actually do that.
He told us that he visited the team yesterday when he came on our show, and he was in Monrovia. He was in Monrovia.
He visited the team in Monrovia. So because for some of us, though we didn't play for our country. We didn't represent the country. Don't play the country. We won't represent our country. We represent other country. But at this stage of the country meet, we pick up from the various country we're representing. You can't be playing tomorrow. Anyway, if they because the Zoom is Raji, Nima, Sano, and Bumi, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And our first game is with Sano. So, but now we should be when our first game, we got to feature a long time. Our first game was Sano, so we should be in Raji to meet our first game in Sano. Because from Raji to Sano is closer than from Maserati to Sano, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. So our first game we should be picking from the country to go directly to Sano. But we are playing Bumi our first game we in Mora this moment, then it's okay.
Okay, so Ma, you want to say something? Yeah.
You see, like talk so, we talk so. Now, our concern is about how the county to go sign and play the county league. But let me truthful here. You can't look, my man. There's a science or theory that said two things can occupy the same space at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot be a key political activist in the county and be serving on the sport committee or any other position.
These are allegations. These allegation has to be substantiated.
No,
it is being alleged.
Yeah,
so
no,
we
Ralph, you continue to say you couldn't be saying allegation. The people are on the ground. They are on the ground. They post saying something to watch. We are on the ground.
Listen. No, Joe, you have to listen. It was alleged that Honorable Representative Dopoh refused to sponsor the team. I was even asking that the team go and credit money.
No, Rob. You shouldn't say Representative Dopoh refused to sponsor the team. So the caucus.
Yes, it was alleged.
Yeah. He's just a chairperson. He's just a chairperson. So the caucus refused to sponsor the team, but he said Representative Dopoh, then he won't make it. You don't do it. Is he alone?
So they refused and asked that the credit money that the team go and credit from Finabondo. And we decided to invite him tonight. and then he clarified that these allegations are false, they are misleading. Now it has also been alleged that the county steering committee comprises of political activists, those that are fully involved in Rewardy politics. So we are asking for the listing so that we were certain whether it is true those that are being appointed are truly political activists in the county. I requested that the superintendent send me the listing the money, but he have not sent the listing to me. So Honorable Dopoh will be appearing again tomorrow. We will be asking him as to those people that are being appointed who also claim to be political activists in the country. Now we don't know those people. The only person that we know is Anthony Setu. Anthony Setu who appeared yesterday, but Anthony Setu was appointed by the Ministry of Youth Sport. So that's a ministry appointment. So we want to ascertain. Well, so that's what I said. It is being alleged because we have to ascertain from the other side. We have to know whether it is true or not. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. Get my point here. I do agree that the issue was alleged. But what am I trying to say? I say if it is true, these are issues that we need to work on so that 2022 County League will bring out a good result. That is, if you want to be a political activist, be a political activist. If you want to be in the sporting arena, be in the sporting arena. So by then we'll begin to know that, because I think from what I'm really sensing out is that people, because of their role, in refugee politics, these are reasons the caucus too are holding back their support for the team. That's what I'm trying to sense out.
Okay, no, okay, no problem, Ralph.
Yeah.
The best we can do this platform. I think you've been saying it, and you've been saying that like a platform is not sponsored by a politician or any other person. So if we like to raise any money on the platform or to get any support for the platform, as you requested as you requested the superintendent to submit the listing to you or share the listing with you. Let me just share the listing, you not submit because you can't tell him to submit the listing to you. You get no action to help you with it. So if you can submit a list to you and we verify that it's not key political author, because for me, I don't know the political authors in Rivachi actually. And for
Yeah,
me,
but
I've been saying that I depend on you guys to maybe to share with us some of
yeah.
the
So
political
so
actors in the country. So if you
so
can share with
so
us and you guys that can identify and say, oh, this listing is politicized, it's not genuine, it's politicized, then we can all do it. Because Ralph, for me, at this particular moment, Roger not going to the tournament, Roger going to the tournament. Like one or two different things. And we start late preparation. When you go to school, you just start failing at the end of the year. If you study
yeah,
hard from the beginning, in first semester you score your nothing, 100. At the beginning of second semester, you score nothing. Fifth period, sixth period, they can fail you.
exactly.
If the
So lack of
yeah,
preparation,
if the
lack of
country had prepared
preparation
from the
is one.
beginning, it would have been that time.
So
So every to
Oliver, as so let me read. Let me just hold on. Let me read the comments on our page. Let
uh,
me read some of the comments here and see. So we have here. We have Mr. Tool. Mr. Tool, Joseph Tool from the US. He said the whole problem is Riwaji County has no soccer team. They are recruiting players to represent the county. Therefore, the team is still in Monrovia.
okay.
Mr.
Similar thing I
Toll
said just now.
yeah, Mr. Toll just contributed 100 United States dollars to the team from the US. He listened to our program yesterday and he decided to contribute. So Mr.
Yeah,
Toll,
Ralph.
being one of the patriots, he just contributed $100. We have William Tuber. William Tuber said, "What will the team be doing in Monrovia by this time?"
That's a question.
We have Marcos Suklo. Marcos Suklo, I think, part of the steering committee. Marcos Suklo said the team have both home base and Monrovia base. We have Oliver Wisser. Oliver Wisser is a person from Reward G County. He said, in my opinion, this campaign is late. As such, we cannot perform magic to ensure that the team participate in this year's county meet. We have, tell me, I think this comment have to be. Yes, hold on small. Let me see if I can get some of this comment. Are you there?
Yeah.
We are
Yes.
listening, and that's a very fine thing to read our audience comments out.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know why bros left. Why bros left?
It's a connection problem, brother.
Okay.
So we have Palichie. Palichie said the superintendent need to be dismissed. Palichie is from Riwaji. We have Thomas Young. Thomas watching for Bannerville Driver Market. We have Ruby Soko watching from a political Patagon.
I
We have
wish I
Mr.
on the show yesterday. Say I will ask you guys say
we have Mr. Two say, can the county superintendent come on this show tomorrow to speak on what Honorable Dopoh said about the authority over the team? It is so sad that Riwaji County citizens citizens cannot be united in every aspect of life. Too much power struggle within Rivergy County, destroying the progress of the county. We have Calvin Nelson following. We have Luke Kojiro. Please help the team while awaiting the report. We have Oliver Wissel Ralph. If the government cannot support the county meet, then we will G county team withdraw from the competition. It is no big deal. Anthony Buckley, good initiative, young man. Gertrude William, great. We have, just hold on some more. Okay, so these are the comments for now. These are the comments for now. So there are other people that are suggesting that the county withdraw from the league due to lack of funding. Other people are saying that it is late. Others are saying that the caucus should allocate some resources to the county while we await the report. And I would like to join that, to also call on the caucus to make some money available while we await for the report, because we cannot say that we will really hurt the county. No one going to benefit. No one going to win. So let's make some money available for them to play the game. And thereafter, we will stay call for the report. We will make sure that the report will come, and the report, whoever is liable for any financial misapplication will be their way according to the law. So I think it is too late for us to be requesting report at this time. The stage that we are now is how we can participate. That's the most critical question that we need to answer. So we want to ask our citizens abroad, those abroad, for those that already make contribution, those that are about to make contribution, and those that are contemplating to please try and do more. Hello?
Yeah, no, we listen to you. For me, I listen to the comments, and all I will listen to you. You guys gonna say Clifford before you, so I can talk, or after you, or before me?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, we got you.
Ralph, you hearing us?
Yes.
Okay. You see, almost so some of the comment came as just as what I was saying. Because the kind of team is now in Morovia. We play Sunday our first game in Morovia. Is that a good thing? And we were talking, Ralph. Though we all love the country. For me, I understand from what you speak. We should support the team. The team shouldn't go down, but shouldn't go down. But the best thing I will continue. The thing I will continue to do to ourselves is that to just say forget this, forget it, and then go on. We'll get it. Go on. We'll get it. That will continue to hurt us. Not just our country, but as a country at large. Oh, let's forget it. They want, we'll do it. We'll actually they want later. Like it happening now. We can support the team. For me, as I said, I'm waiting. I can send my contribution if the time reaches. But as you said, at the other point, 7 the state, he wanted to come, it will be a better thing tomorrow. At least if you can communicate with the kind of superintendent, since tomorrow is Saturday, it's a less busy day. Let's do a 2 show. We host on a double first. After the time, we host on a double first. After on a double, then we hold the kind of superintendent. If you think we can get in tomorrow, so you can start communicating with him for now as when we start communicating with him. So he can get his own position, and maybe at that show he will list or he would name the steering committee members. If we can do it, give me better. We'll host 2 shows tomorrow. Honorable Dopoh first, the superintendent second, if it's possible.
So that's what we're going to do. If the possibility, as a will pull a rally to see how we can get some money
Yeah.
to take the county to take the team to Sino County. But we want to say thanks to all of you for participating tonight. Thanks to my friend and brother. Thanks to Jobo for this great contribution to making this dream coming to reality. I think we try to see the benefit, the fruit of this particular program. And I want to say thanks to Mr. Ma also for always making yourself available and your continuous to Wayward. This is our county issues. The only area that no one can deport all is Wayward County. It's only place that I don't have to buy land. Is Wayward County. The only area that I can go to anybody's house and eat is Wayward County. So this county means so much to us, and we have to do all we can in our power and whatever we can to support our county and to stand with our county. And we want to say thanks to the many young people for the support, for also being a good citizen, always pushing the agenda of our county. We want to say bravo. We want to say thank you, and let us work together for the good of our country, so that we can be all be happy. So this program about to come to an end. We are hopeful to have Representative Dopoh again to give a further deliberation on some of the things that we need to know. Tomorrow we will be also discussing other critical issues relevant, to the country. So if any last comment, and then we can conclude the show.
Okay. Lastly, Ravel close. I want us to whether the brother added from the community and you are communicating to see as to whether he can join because he told me that he's interested in the program, but I cannot connect him, so I don't want to share with you as to whether you can send the link and help him
We
with.
added him. We added him in the group, right? The man is in
Yeah,
the group.
I in
We
the group,
send a
but
link. We send a link in the group. You want to join? You just click on the link and you will join automatically. All those are in the group. They have right to join the show. So tell him to go in the group. The link is there. I share the link there. You went on in the group and you click on the link. So what you want us to do? You want us to send it to him directly?
no. He actually he had not gone through the program before, so I was thinking as to whether.
Yeah, but let him send me an invitation. Let him tell all in the chat room that he want to and he want to try. Then we'll do a trial stuff for him.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, Marcos Sokolo is part of the steering committee. He just sent me the message on. He just made a comment, and he tried to name the steering committee. He said the county sport committee members are K. Lawrence Weto, chairperson. Okay, so Lawrence Weto is the chairperson, and I learned that Weto was the chairperson for the movement for economic empowerment, the Miljun Party in Liberia, 2017. And recently he joined CDC, one of the coordinators for CDC in the country. So somebody, they also said that they have problem with him because he's a politician. Then we have the second person here is Gaspar Tawolu is the co-chair for administration. And we have St. Marcos Suklo, co-chair for operation. We have Tene Suba Kamara, Secretary General. We have Marie Toba, Treasurer. We have Rense Tama, member. We have Anthony Setu, Ministry of Youth and Sport Coordinator. So this is the county, the steering committee. So the steering committee is made up of 7 members. 7 members. We have Weto. Weto is, I think Weto so far as concerned is one of the I know. So they just communicated the name with me.
So,
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 but
so
anyway.
Ralph, yeah.
Mhm.
I also need like Tama and Tina. So, Tama representing the
Yeah,
government as well.
they are part of the committee. We are looking for professional people. We are not looking for which country they come from. If they need,
No. Listen, if we look at professional people, it doesn't mean we look at professional people. Professional people are based in the country.
yes, they are in the country. They are in the
So
country of Ireland.
a Tama for me,
Yeah.
I got problem with the country, but if he based in the country and work within the country, I got problem with it. Yes,
Mhm.
I'm not. Yeah. If he live in the country and based in the country and he on the comedian, I got problem with it. Is that a problem? It's a Liberian.
Yeah, Tama is in the country.
Okay,
Tama
no
is in the
problem,
country.
no problem. Once in the country, no problem.
Mhm.
I thought somebody took maybe the government yes sending or the museum humans were yes sending. No problem. As the business kind no problem. We are all Liberian.
So, Ralph,
Yeah.
Ralph, okay. You have been
so
doing well. You have been doing well, Ralph. I appreciate you for whatsoever you have been doing. It is good that you established a platform for all of political influence among young people, among ourselves. It is good. And also, my brother, there, Clifford, I'm gonna admit that you've been regular. We've been talking together. It's good. We all, yeah, are making many forces to make sure the platform be a very, very vibrant one. Thank to every one of us. Yesterday I made the show because you know that also gotta do overtime sometime. When overtime come, we gotta do that. What I made the show yesterday, though I felt discouraged, but I missed it. I just don't miss it because of the job schedule. Yeah, so that's my closing comment there for now, and I want to appreciate every one of us and all those that commented on the show. It shows that they are really following. Probably if they want to join, if you want to join the show, they can join the show.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Yawut, thanks for your closing statement. Yeah, Ma, you have something to say, then we can conclude because we are running out of time now. Yeah.
well, thank you very much, Ralph, for the forum. We appreciate the fact, and this forum is a unique forum, Rivergy Dialogue Forum. So there's a forum that brings us together. This is where we come to resolve our issues. So we strongly believe whatsoever issues that have been hanging over Rivergy in terms of the sport, we will see how best we can work together and see how best we can bring everybody together and see our country going forward. And tomorrow, I will be posted here to follow the conversation of the superintendent if you will be available, and that is with Francis or Dopoh. We will also appeal to them even when they have their differences so that they can put it aside and see how best our team can go forward. After from there, then we can see how best, we can continue to do this. So, Ralph, I want to say thank you to you. It's just that I came late because of some busy schedule.
Well, uh, well, thank you so much. We want to say thanks to our listener. Thanks to the good sons and daughter of Rivergy County for your continuous support, for your individual contribution. Today, it was so overwhelming that many contributions were made today. We saw that on the Facebook, the steering committee. We want to say thanks to Mr. Joseph Too. Mr. Joseph Too is in the US and he's from TMO. Uh, he contributed 100 United States dollars today to the county team. We want to say thanks
Ralph,
to La Voiture. Yeah,
Ralph, I beg you please. You said Joseph Toe, right?
yes.
He's a left documented his bride.
No, I didn't know. He had been there for long. But let me finish what I wrote today. So we want to say
Yeah, because he
thanks
get
to
my
La
classmate
Voiture.
name.
La Voiture Win contributed. La Voiture is in the US, Arizona. He is from Kilabo District, contributed 210 United States dollars. We also want to say thanks to Kukunyon Wadate, who contributed 300 United States dollars, and the list go on. We expect more of our citizens to make same contribution to our
And,
team. This is
Ralph,
love and country.
Ralph,
Yeah.
let me just remind you, there's a brother name I saw, they call him one Zico, They say you get 25 pair of boots.
Okay, so we will get that. We will also appreciate all of them. We will get a listen of all of the contribution and we'll do that, but these are needs that we have for now. So we want to say thank we encourage all our citizens to support our team. For those that are in Monrovia, you can buy the t-shirt. The t-shirt will help to bring resources to the team. You can buy the t-shirt, you can locate the team, you can buy your t-shirt, whatever you have. Even if you don't have money to contribute, you can print t-shirt, if you can buy food. The team need food, the team need jersey, the team need, whatever way you can contribute, we encourage you to contribute. Wayward G need to win, and with your support, we know that we all can be victorious of this the particular tournament. So I want to say thank you and have a blessed night.
Bye-bye.